viewers, how you doing today? My name is Alakeju Osunoluwa Joy, and as you all know, this is a My Dear Relationship Talk Show, and I'm having with me a guest speaker in the house, Pastor Apostle, a teacher of the word, Elijah Okunwa. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you in the house.
Thank you, my father.
So, viewers, I want you to follow us, and I also want you to like, share, and subscribe. So, as we go, today we'll be talking about love and emotion. So, Sam, I have some questions. The viewers are willing to learn. So, today, first I will ask you, why is it hard to differentiate from love from just being emotional? How do we differentiate love from emotion?
Alright, you see, the reason why most times people misinterpret emotion to be love and love to be emotion is because you can't love someone without emotion and without feelings. You get? You can't love somebody without emotion and feelings. Just like our children or our brothers. There's no way you will claim that you love your brother and you don't feel for them. You don't have that brotherly feeling or sisterly feeling for them. There's no how you love a child that you don't have that emotion. You get? So there is no how you can love somebody that emotion and feelings will not be part of it. Nevertheless, for you to be able to differentiate love from emotion, if you really want to know the context of love that is beyond emotion, is that kind of love we experience test of time. Emotion is always rushing. Emotion doesn't take time. When somebody is emotional about a lady or about a guy, you discover that the person will be fidget, will be desperate. So once the person get what they want to get, you discover that the emotion dies. If you look at the Bible, the story about of Amnon and the sister of Amnon, whether it's I think her name is Tamar, I can't remember. So you discover that initially, if you look at that story, you will think that Amnon truly loved Tamar, but from the moment he had sex, you discover that he hated her completely. So you need to understand that the difference between emotional, when we talk about emotions and love, is that love is beyond sexual needs, is beyond what I feel at the moment, is beyond how my emotion is reacting. Love goes beyond, even when the emotion is not there, even when the feeling is not there, I still love this person. But emotion comes with the very moment of what I can gain now. Feelings is how I'm feeling it. Just like the way you feel headache, it's like you feel body pain. So once the body pain is cured, your feeling is out. So that's how feeling and emotion is. So it's at the moment, at the period. That's why most people have interpreted feeling and emotion as love, because they don't give that feeling and emotion time to prove itself. So when you give feeling and emotion, you will know that this thing is feeling and emotion, not really love, because love stands forever. Feelings and emotion are like weather, rainy season and dry season.
Okay, thank you, sir. Based on what you said, so how do we, for example, now I tend to have this emotion.
Okay.
I tend to have this emotion thinking maybe I love. So how do I want to, or how do I, like, say I love a guy now, and the guy loves me, like maybe approach me, then how will I be able to identify if the feelings this guy have for me is true, is really love, or based on emotion?
Okay, like I said, love deals with time.
Okay.
Love is beyond just telling somebody how you feel or expressing words to that person. As a woman, it's just that most women are moved by words. Women are moved by words, and women at most times don't like men that say truth. They like that guy that has street mouth, that can sugarcoat things to convince their brain. They like a guy that would, the guy is short, but the guy will want to say I'm very tall. There's a way the guy can put mangi inside it and explain that, and the girl will believe, because women are controlled by words. You get? So words hit women. That's why if you tell a woman negative word 247, the woman will react later in life. The woman can decide to leave that rich guy that has all the money but does not say positive words about her. She will leave that rich guy and stay with a gate man who express, who value her, who always tell her things. Even though the guy is a gate man, for the fact of the guy can express and tell that lady, even though she is not at the top of the world, she will, that guy is making, so that kind of gates man, the lady will value that gates man than the rich guy. So because women are moved by words. But now, based on your question, you see time. It pains me that we're in a generation where people don't have time for love to be tested. If you want to know that something is truly love, you have to go through test. Okay, you have come to me and say you love me, want to be in relationship. Okay, can you just wait? Let's see how it goes first. But most times we don't wait. We jump into the relationship. And once we are not jumping, when we jump into relationship, we allow emotion and feelings to rule over us. Then the guy collected your body. The guy is after the body. After the guy has gotten everything he wants to achieve, you now discover that the love, you now see that what you think it was love will not die. But love does not really die. Love does not really die. The person's attitude can make you to neglect a person, but love itself doesn't die. That I'm in a relationship with somebody and the relationship does not mean love has died. Love doesn't die. It's just that my relationship with the person it doesn't work out. So love doesn't die. So now for you to be able to differentiate that, okay, what this person is having for me is love, not just feelings and emotion, you have to give it time. We don't give love time. So that is why we box and
you said we don't give love time.
Yes, please.
So for how long do we have to give love time to be able to identify if this is true love or just emotion? For how long do we have to test?
Okay, for me, I believe observation, attentiveness. You see, yes, because if you can just be in relationship with your observation, not with just your emotion, you'll be able to know the difference between love and emotion. We go into relationship not being observant. We are not observant. All we are just after, the guy take me out, buy me this, the girl can cook for me, she can do this. It's far beyond that. That's when we begin to see the repercussion of what we think was love, which was emotion. We start reacting. You get? So because time is that, when I say time, it doesn't have to do with 5 years or 10 years. No, I'm not talking about the time of long period. No, I'm saying taking your time to observe this person. Pay attention. Don't just take the words. When the person say I love you, just take the word. No. Once the person say I love you, you will take your time to observe.
Just understand that for us to be able to, test, we need to observe, pay attention. So we need to calm down, not just to, just conclude that this person loves me, is love. Just have to observe, pay attention to identify if it's really emotion or love. So keep following. So Sam, another question I would love to ask is emotion built or an input feeling?
All right, I'll answer that question two ways. Okay, the first aspect is emotion is part of our being. Emotion, feelings are part of us. Yes, they are part of our soul. One of the contexts, part of our soul. For example, your thinking is part of the emotion, your caring is part of the emotion. So they are all part, the emotion and the feelings is in the soul. We have body, soul, and spirit. So that component of your emotion, traits, and feelings is what. Now, based on the question you are asking me now, is that emotion, there are times you can be in relationship with somebody and you don't really connected with the person emotional wise. it happens. You can be in a relationship with somebody that you are not connected. You know you are not connected. The person is good for you, is nice, is everything that you are looking for is in the guy or is in the lady, but you are not just connected emotionally. So that kind of person, if you really want that relationship to really work out, to lead to marriage, then you have to build the emotion for the person. Now, what in that aspect, what you're going to do, like I said emotion is part of us, but now you don't have emotion for that person. Not that your emotion is there. It's not. So you will have to understand that not that the person that was not having emotional connected to the person emotionally does not mean that he doesn't have emotion, but that emotion is not for that person.
Just saying, okay.
That feel is not for that person. You get, so such person, because he has found a man that she felt sorry that this person will be a good husband, or the man has found a woman that is okay. Let this trait that this lady is possessed, I think I can. You can now start building the emotion and feelings for the person. So how do you now do that? Now, what me I would advise anyone who is listening is that, you see, those good things, those good side of that person. Value it, cherish it. The more you cherish that, forget the bad side, the more you cherish that good aspect of the person, you naturally, human are being wired that when you are consistent with somebody, no matter how the person may be, consistent with the person, once the person you cherish the good aspect of that person, you will be connected. That is why if you stay with somebody, even if the person is unknown to you, once you stay with the person for some time, you start getting connected. Like the character of the person start robbing you yourself start robbing the person. You get, there's a way God has wired human being that way. So once you are in that relationship where you are not connected to that person emotional wise or feeling wise, all you need to do is that value that good side of that person. With time, you will just align. You just align.
So the emotions is easily built.
It will build.
Easily.
Yes.
Once you align with
when you yes. Emotion is connection.
Okay.
And emotions start from the willingness of the heart. If you are not willing from the heart, it will be hard. That's why if you have made up your mind that I don't want to have anything with this person, whatever the person will be doing, you won't send. You will not be emotionally connected. Even if the person buy you car, let's say a guy wants to marry you now and they start doing everything, and you have already made up your mind that nothing this guy will do, I will love you. So because you have killed the emotion against that person, so another thing is that you can kill the emotion. You can kill the emotion, you can kill feelings, or
you can build it and you can kill it.
Yes. You can build it, you can still kill it. You get? So there's a way you can love somebody emotional wise, and the person can maltreat you, and you can just like that. I want to kill this thing, and you kill it. So you can also build it too.
Alright, thank you, sir. So viewers, we are meant to understand that we can build emotion and at the same time we can kill it. So another question I would love to ask is that, so why do people marry based on emotion? I come to realize now that most marriage, why we mostly have broken homes and marriages, is that their marriage is based on, maybe they got into a relationship based on emotions and not real love. So, but the question is, why do people?
That, like I said to you, my presenter, you see, we are two in hurry. Love is not in hurry. True love is not in hurry. Even when you look at God and man, love kind of. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. He loved the world. For how long He has been loving the world before He now decided to give His Son. So He took God. His love took time. Look at when Jesus now showed up. From Genesis to Old Testament ended, Jesus didn't show up until New Testament. So he loved us, but it takes time before He gave His Son. So before you give yourself to people or to somebody you claim to love, give it time. But most times our emotion is the one speaking. That's why you see people in hurry. You see people get married this weekend, it won't become 6 months, 1 week. You know why? It's emotion, because emotion doesn't wait. Emotion is desperate. Emotion is in hurry. Emotion doesn't take time. Emotion doesn't have that time. He just want to do it.
Just do it.
Motion shaping, as he's doing my body.
Let me just.
Like used to say, butterfly in my belly. So he doesn't. Let me just, that moment. It's like when you are hungry.
I need this.
Like what happened to Esau. You get so that it's just now. Emotion deals with now. It doesn't. It's love that we emotion. For example, will know that this guy is a white beater. He has slapped you. Emotion will still be saying, well, I love you. Right. You get. But love is this can be love. You get. Love analyze. Emotion doesn't analyze. They say love is blind. To me, it's not love that is blind. It's emotion that is blind. Love is not blind. It is emotion that blinds the eyes. It is feeling that because it is what you are feeling at that moment. So you will not see clearly. But love truly opens your eye because love will tell that if this person loves me, why will he hit me? Why will he suffer me? Love does not allow that. But emotion, because you are only connected by the way you feel inside of you, not really by your brain.
So you tend to overlook.
Yes. You are overlooking because of how you feel, not from the brain of reality. Love make you to see reality. Okay, this person I want to marry, you don't even know the background is coming from. Love will open your eyes. This person I want to marry, what is the powers I'm going to deal with? Love expose you to that. Okay, this guy that I want to, this guy or this girl I want to marry, she's lazy. Love will not overlook that. Yes. Emotion will overlook that. Forget when we marry, don't worry, I will know what to do. But love, instead of love to say, once in a while, love will say, okay, since you are lazy, I'm going to teach you how to be hard work. You can't cook as a woman. Love will say, okay, don't worry, before we marry, I will teach you, or I will look for a caterer so that you go and learn. Love takes time so that we can become compatible along the journey. Because there are many things that it will get to a point you will not be able to bear what you were bearing before. That's why I say emotion, you always give up. Emotion easily give up. Love will take time to teach you. Love will take time. Once you are ready, love will ready to go through it with you. But emotion, he will say, let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. Later, it will now bounce back. And when it's bounced back, you see that emotion would have tired. Emotion used to get tired easily because emotion cannot bear for long. The Bible says love bear, but emotion doesn't bear. Love endures, emotion doesn't endure. So once emotion discover that okay, this person cannot cook, I thought I can enjoy it. You discover that emotion will start looking for alternative.
Emotion start looking for alternative. Thank you, sir. That was a wonderful answer. All right, so. Do you think opposite gender can maintain a friendship without developing like opposite gender now?
How is that?
And is it possible for you to maintain a friendship without developing love interest?
That is without developing affairs or feelings for each other. So me personally, as a counselor, as a teacher of God's word, I don't believe an opposite gender should be your bestie.
Why?
Okay. If you enter into a relationship, your partner should be your bestie. That's to me. 90%, based on my research, I believe 90% of opposite gender who are best friends have feelings for each other. If you doubt me, presenter, you can after this show go and do your research. Most of them have slept with each other. Most times.
No, I
didn't say all. I say most of them.
Most of them.
Because of how they are very, very close, intimate. Okay. You know the way you can relate with your female friend, that you can expose yourself. You'll be having a neutral that this person is just a woman like me. But to guys and to ladies, the person can be having feelings for you. You might not even be aware. The guy can be having feelings for you, might not even be aware. Because, like I told you, feelings comes where you spend too much time with this person. There's a way you start feeling. That's why anytime a lady that has a guy as a bestie and is in a relationship, anytime that lady is heartbroken and she runs to her bestie, if that guy already has feelings for that girl, who has sex at that point of heartbreak. That's why most women doesn't allow their husband to have a woman as bestie. There is no woman that can. The few ladies that can accept it, maybe they too they have men as bestie. It's very hard that a woman would allow the husband. It's not jealousy, it's reality. Even some men, they don't allow them. If you are coming from there, is to have the man. I myself, I can't. Even me, I can't teach it. Wow. I will advise that you. Why should you have a bestie aside of your husband? Why should you have bestie aside of your wife? What are you? Why can't you share those things with your spouse? Why so?
Okay, what if the bestie is in the picture even before the
if the bestie is in the picture before your husband or before your wife? Now that you are now married, transfer that bestie shape to your spouse for the healthiness of the marriage. Because the marriage or the relationship will go through some season, and when you go through some season of challenges, temptations, and all that, and you keep running to the arms of your bestie, your spouse can start having negative thoughts. Because we are all human. Imagine we have issues in the home. You run to your bestie, you cry and spell overnight. What do you think I will be thinking? Oh, he's my best, we don't have anything. But what do you think as a man? He has feelings to his brain. He has blood running to his brain.
Tends to think otherwise.
Yes, but if that's your husband is your bestie, so when you had issue, you cry on your side, you leave your head. If your wife is your bestie and you had issue, you won't have to run out there to look for your bestie.
So I actually see it's not advisable.
To me, it's not advisable to have an opposite gender as your best friend. It can be your friend, but not your best friend. Not someone you can share. There are people that they even went to this far to the extent that they discuss even their marital stuff with their bestie, who they call their bestie. Do you know the heart of your bestie? What if that your bestie has always wanted it of you to marry? But because he's scared not to want to lose the relationship and he refuses not to tell you. And now you are not having issues with your marriage and he's using that period to enjoy it himself. So to me, it's not. I don't advise. I'm not saying you cannot have opposite sex as your friend, but not your bestie. Your husband or your wife should be your bestie.
Well spoken. Thank you, sir. Viewers, hope you are following. It's like our guest said here. He said it is not advisable for you to have an opposite sex or opposite gender as a bestie. It's not advisable. So another question, sir. Sorry for taking your time. So another question. I really don't, and I know some people out there too will be willing to want to know this. We tend to have sometimes have crush.
Okay.
Crush on the
on some.
So
person.
do we say crush is also the same as emotion?
Yes, crush comes from the well of emotion. For example, you kept watching this guy in the movie and you started crushing on the guy. It's come from emotion. It's from emotion. When you check the meaning of crush? Crush means to start having something for somebody inside of you, even though you have not met the person or even though you have not spoken to the person. So to me, it's part of the emotional trait. And I would advise someone, if you are in a relationship, you should crush on the person you are in a relationship. Crush with them. See, the thing is, I don't know what is wrong with all of us. If you know that the person you are crushing on, you want to crush on the person, why can't you crush and be in a relationship with that person? Some people now say,
we tend to have this crush.
If you say admiration, if I'm admiring, it's different from crushing.
Yes.
Okay, I admire you. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you look. That's admiration. But crushing like, see, babe, see, fine, like Jesus. You are not. Some people now be saying in the presence of the lady they are dating, Jesus, see, this babe fine. I'm crushing that. You forget you don't know. So, jeez.
Sir, okay. I want to use this medium to share why I asked this question is based on, I realize that you tend to have a crush based on, particularly maybe you actually have a choice that
You wanted.
You wanted. So
Okay.
this is kind of person I want, sort of, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Why the guy you are in with a relationship might not happen to be the choice
You were looking for.
you were looking for.
So why don't you wait on or look for the one you're supposed to be looking for? See, these things are the reason why we have problem in relationship.
Okay.
If you know that your choice of man or your choice of woman hasn't come, why can't you wait? Why do you want to frustrate the person in that relationship and you are even saying that guy is my crush? It doesn't make any sense. Imagine you are in a relationship with a man and anytime the man says he's always saying it to your ear, how will you feel? Let's be realistic. How will you feel? Anytime I see a man that is busty or backsided, Jesus, babe, you have killed me. And your wife does not have it. What do you expect that man to do? This is the reason why.
Take it. I can't.
You will take it. So that is why you see most ladies are trying to have excess breast and just because
they go extra mile.
Yes, because of what the man is saying. Why do you want to be with somebody that is not your choice? Why can't you go for the one that is your choice? Why don't you frustrate that one that is in that relationship? Why? You now be saying, do you know the word crush? It means I'm dying for this person. That word is for somebody you are in relationship with, not an outsider who does not have who does not care about, who does not know anything. I have a cousin sister, maybe she'll hear this. She's crushing on one Chinese guy like that in Chinese episode. And in fact, when the guy is celebrating his birthday, this guy does not know this is my cousin sister.
Wow.
He will post the guy 247. So, oh man.
This is serious.
I'm telling you. One day I was inspired by the Holy Spirit. Don't let your crush you. There are people that have left the guy or the lady that is good for them, all in the name of crush, and they've left that relationship and go for their crush. And at the end of the day, the crush them. Do you know that crush you're crushing? You only see him on TV, and you say you are crushed. Only beauty or handsomeness. So many times we crush. Okay, my concern is, okay, if it is that person you are crushing, why can't you go for the person? Why did you now settle for? Because now you are making that person to feel having low self-esteem. Less important. I don't believe you should crush outside your spouse or outside of the person you are in a relationship. So that just to remove pain, you will hurt the person. The person will hurt.
Thank you, sir. Dear viewers, as you have heard, don't let your crush you down. So it's not advisable for you to have crush outside of your relationship. So another question, the last question I would love to ask before we go is, why is emotion very strong, has to be very strong in a relationship?
Yeah, emotion need to be strong in relationship because, like I said, emotion is powerful. Just like our love is powerful, just that love is more powerful than emotion. But nevertheless, you can't love somebody without having emotion for the person, or else the person will suffer. There's something we say in relation that you have to be also sexually attracted to the person. Once you're sexually attracted, that when you see this your spouse, you really want to have sex with the person. Not somebody you see, you are always off. I don't want to be around you. You get, because I'm not emotionally attracted. So emotion must be in a lovable marriage or in a lovable relationship, because that emotion is what make you stay at that bond.
Okay.
Yes, that bond for the person. You get, you can. It's like, you can love somebody and not emotionally connected. Yes.
So how does it work as that?
For example, you have a male friend, right?
Yes, I do.
You love them, right?
Yes.
Normal love.
Yes.
But do you emotionally bonded with them?
Okay.
You see, you are thinking because it's hard for you to even say. So you see, that emotion.
Can't sense it.
I
can't sense it.
So you can't, because you are not emotionally bonded. So
Connection
emotion
is not there.
yes, emotion is important in relationship. Even though emotion does not last that long, it helps to be bonded. It helps the couples to be bonded. If you observe that couples that are still emotionally bonded, even at their old age, they still want to hug each other, they still want to peg. At their old age, they still want to kiss. For example, if you look at this man of God, Pastor Iyadewe, last year's birthday or last year's birthday, whether it was the wife or him, they kissed.
Yes.
And it wasn't, it was, he was at his old age. Hardly we use in Africa at that old age still want to. You see, the bonding was there. That's why he was able to kiss the wife. It's like the kissing was still fresh when they were young.
Okay.
The kissing, about the
Hey, so thank you, sir, thank you. So, dear viewers, have you all learned today? Love and emotion. This is a deep word, and we tend to, I think we'll have better understanding what emotion entails and how to differentiate between love and emotion. For us to identify emotion, that this one is emotional, this is true love, we need to observe, pay attention, and as our pastor have said, don't let your crush you down. So don't have that. The advice is not advising you to have crush outside of your relationship. So these are what we have for the viewers out there.
all right. Just to add, what I would just say is that you see, just take your time. Any relationship you want to be into, take your time. We don't have time. We are too in hurry. We are like emotion to decide for us. We are too in hurry. So, and that's desperacy and hurriness is caused by emotion. Love will want you to take time, do your investigation. So I want to encourage every youth, everyone who are into relationship or who want to enter into relationship, that they should take time to differentiate emotion and love. And the difference is time. So once you give it time, because when you give emotion too much time, there are people, and you forgot, there are people that when you were growing up, you were intending like, oh, I want to be this person. Well, after some time, just when you say you get. So that's the emotion I'm talking about. It's like lost. So at that period, you see, at that period you want it, but when you don't give it time, that's that. You even see the person.
Okay, your words, as in your comments now, actually does minister there. So are you saying that emotion and lust are the same thing?
Okay, emotion and lust are not the same, but they are like.
They are like.
Yes. Because you still need, you see, despite that we are saying lust is not good, you need lust in marriage too.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Because you have to lust after your wife.
Really?
As you love her or love your husband, you still have to lust after her. For example, lust brings seduction. Can't your spouse seduce you? Is that a sin? So what I say?
As far as in the marriage.
Yeah. So I can just look at, some people say you can't lust after your spouse. You can. You can. There's a way you so love your wife that sometimes you just cow your body. There are some men that can't travel far because of their wife. There are some women that cannot travel far because of their wife. If a woman or another woman passed by, they see their wife, not that woman. So you can. I know it's hard for people to believe this. If somebody can seduce you and you fall, that's why that you are married. How much more if you allow your spouse to seduce you? And seduction is not in love. Seduction is not in love. Seduction is not in love. Seduction is in lust. When somebody is lusting after you, for example, you want to try to lure you, seduce you to get you down, right? If I'm lusting after somebody, my intention will be, I want to bring this person, I want to get this person. So I will try to want to seduce the person with gifts, with money, with everything you get. So that's it. But that same thing happened in marriage.
So, for a lasting relationship that has to do with love, emotion is needed.
You need emotion.
Lust is also needed.
You need that. You have to. You see, at every point in time, there are times that the marriage will be cold.
Okay.
At times the love will be dry. at times things will be dry. You have to spice it up. You have been with somebody for 10 years. You can't expect things to be the same. So you have to spice it up. You have to try to seduce your spouse. You have to try to lust after your spouse. Everything that you are to do in the world for any person, you're supposed to be doing it for your spouse. For example, you found a very good hairstyle on a worker in your place of work, and this thing make this girl very beautiful. And it's making you to lust after her. So as a wise man, so that you not fall into that temptation, take that hairstyle, if possible snap it, tell your wife, babe, go and do this, and lust, put that lust that is supposed to be lost for that girl.
Put it to your wife. Wow.
I know people will say it's not lost, but that's my own little understanding of explanation.
Okay, thank you, sir. Last before is that is it true? Because I learned and I think I've heard so many things about it that true love fades away. Is it true that true love tends to fade away? As we tend to say this is true love, so love doesn't fade. That's true love.
Okay. You see, people think love just happen. Love can just happen initially, but you need things to maintain the love.
Okay.
You get? It's like having a child that is very brilliant, and you refuse to put that child through school. You will become a dollar at the end of the day. The brain is there, but that brain needs to be lectured, needs to be trained to gain the capacity that child needs to get through. So the same with love. Love can fade if you don't do the needful. There are responsibility for love. There are responsibility. True love, that's why it's called true love.
No.
Because it takes time to continue to make it true all the time. Responsibility to continue to make it true. For example, when you marry this guy or when you marry this lady, you initially, what she was doing that time was that she was washing your clothes. And because she was washing your clothes, at that point, it makes the love to be true to you. Now, the lady now advanced to be ironing your clothes. As she's doing it, increase the love to be true to you. The lady now advanced and start cooking for you. It advanced the love to make it true for you. The lady now advanced that she started giving you a salary. It increased the love to be true for you. So if that love lack those necessary details and necessary requirements, the love will fade away. Just like how you ask the question, can emotion be built? Yes, emotion can be built, love can be built. And love can be killed. You get? So, like God, the way God loved King Saul and made him king, when the guy kept misbehaving, he changed the love. He removed the love faith away over him. Not that the love that God asked for you, for generally faith, but for that particular person who is not meeting the requirement. Love has the requirement. All this thing, yes, all this thing that I just love you just the way you are. Now lie. You can't love me just the way I am. If I'm Olushi, will you love me just the way I am? If I'm stupid, will you love me just the way I am? If I'm a killer, you know I'm a killer and you are coming from a decent tone, will you love me the way you just you will want me to change first. Love, true love will want me to change first before I can accept you. It doesn't mean I'm criticizing you. Because love does not support evil. So you get a point. So that period for true love not to be, that's why if you don't want it to fade away, then you have to keep doing the things. You know, we're talking about seducing your partner, doing this, trying to care. All those things are what make the love sweet. Going outing, caring for each other. She's or he's at the office. Can I come and give you food? You take lunch to go and meet in there. You take dinner to go and meet in there, and you both of you came home together. You wait for him. So those things make the love keep growing. It's a love. It started somewhere. You didn't just meet this person and love the person. It started. So why will you want to fade away? You have to maintain it. You will maintain. There's a maintenance. It's like a plant, a seed. If you refuse to water it, it will die.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Hello, viewers. So this is where we are going to put an end to this topic. So as we've learned there's a difference between love and emotion, and we tend to achieve this by constant attention and observation, and just I would love us to just like, share, and
Comment.
subscribe and comment. So thank you very much. God bless. Thank you, Sam, for having me here. Bye bye.